Freeholder Bergen obviously got his water wings recently because now he feels like he can actually say something.
His what ring?
Water wings. I don't know.
Floaties.
But his floaties. He got his
I didn't know
floaties
what
where he
that
can
was.
actually now respond.
We never
But
had those in New York.
but unfortunately, every time he opened his mouth, he was a goofball. So let me just put it in context. There was a couple of issues, and one was a freeholder. The Runnels Hospital issue that we just discussed about. I'll revisit it quickly. But anyway, the other one was about the $75,000 resolution that they're actually going to give to Union County Performing Arts Center in Norway. And I stood up there and I actually said, are you really going to give them $75,000? Because the prosecutor in his Music Fest investigation found that the UC PAC had squirreled away $100,000 of taxpayer money for this 2010 Music Fest and didn't tell anybody. So I'm saying, why would you want to give another $75,000 to an entity that actually looked like they, not stolen, but they kind of like pilfered $100,000 or something? And that was just 1 year. You got to wonder about all those other years of Music Fest, how much they might have skimmed off the top. So anyway, so on this UC PAC, Freeholder Bergen responded at the end. He said,
being left out there unresponded to. Mr. Patterson stated that the reason that Runnels Hospital is having financial difficulties is the fault of the county, implying mismanagement. Certainly nothing could be further from the truth. The fact of the matter is that there have been drastic cuts in the reimbursement for Medicare and Medicaid patients, of whom Runnels Hospital has many. And if you read the newspapers in New Jersey and in fact nationwide, public hospitals, publicly owned hospitals have the same problem, and they are being closed and sold across the state and across the country. And it is unfortunate, and it is a service that this county has provided to its citizens, and we hope to find a way to continue to provide. But I strenuously disagree with your statement that it is the fault of the county that we're having this problem. I would also note that the study being performed by the UCIA is a necessary step towards making a rational, reasoned decision in how best to deal with the problem. We do have a report that we received in January that lays out a number of options, but doesn't really tell us which one is the most viable and the most financially advantageous. And that's why we are performing this next study. It's a necessary step to move towards a reasoned decision. I also want to, I guess I'm commenting on Mr. Patterson's statement again. I think he commented on Resolution 546, criticizing the county for giving money to the Union County Performing Arts Center. Well, in fact, the money that was approved in that resolution is for purposes of continuing what's called the sensory-friendly theater series, which has been going on with overwhelming positive response. The sensory-friendly theater is a series of live performances specially designed and adapted for persons with autism and other sensory sensitivities. It gives these citizens of Union County an opportunity to enjoy the enriching experience of the performing arts with their families and caregivers in a relaxed, judgment-free atmosphere. I think we're buying a great service for the amount of money that we put into it. The new season will be kicking off.
Any more outbursts, I'll ask you to leave. I'm sorry,
You talk about the needs of the residents of this county, and that's exactly what I'm talking about, but all you can do is deride it from the back of the room. The new season of the sensory-friendly theater will begin on June 30th.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Officer, if you could please ask those folks to leave. We respectfully listen to your comments, and you can respectfully listen to ours.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Since I'm getting thrown out, where is the Music Fest money from
Have
the
a good
Art
night.
Center? Mr. Nonsense Tompkins.
If you want to be,
You
by all
use
means.
the needy. You use them.
I'll stay. Sorry.
Thank you.
The new season is kicking off this Sunday, June 30th, with the family rock and roll music of Ralph's World at the Union County Performing Arts Center, located on Irving Street in downtown Rahway in the heart of the Arts District. The performance started at 2 o'clock. Tickets are available. You can call for more information. The box office, 732-499-8226, or visit their website, ucpac.org. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. That's all I have.
He found me, I don't know, out of order because this $75,000 is going to a good cause, that it's for autistic children. The program, what was the program's name? But it had to do with autistic children. And a sensory-friendly program for autistic children. And that, you know, he didn't say this, but obviously he wanted me to feel real ashamed that I was depriving these autistic children of this program by somehow claiming, you know, they don't deserve $75,000. You know, somehow, I don't know, I guess he gave it his best shot at me, but he missed the whole problem, that the UC PAC is obviously taking money and squirreling away. So who knows if that $75,000 is really a true cost. Maybe it's only $25,000 and they're pocketing $50,000. Somehow there's no efficiency there, and there's no accountability since they got away with $100,000. So here's Bergen, you know, he's trying quick to kind of attack me. God bless him. I mean, he's a neophyte. I don't mind that, but I mean, it just makes him look foolish when he's actually advocating for somebody who took $100,000 of taxpayers' money, and just because they do a good cause, then we don't have to pay attention to that. See, this is where he's a failed leader, obviously.
We don't have to hold them accountable.
Yeah, we don't have to
And
hold
that was
them.
the whole thing with Music Fest. Who was held accountable for that? Where did that money go? We never found out.
Yeah.
And they funnel this money through third parties like the Union County Performing Arts Center. And, you know, the door closes there. We can't see what's going on there. We don't know who they're giving that money to. Former County Manager George Devaney recused himself in his final days in office and from the Arts Center. We don't know why. We don't know what cut he's getting out of the Arts Center, how he's making money on it. And not one freeholder, I've asked and asked and asked again, and apparently not one freeholder, they haven't answered me anyway, is able to say, this is why he recused himself. This was his dealings with them. To this day, they don't answer that question, so Freeholder Bergen is a jerk. Basically, he's just a jerk. He's just a dirtbag, actually. He's a dirtbag, along with the rest of them. And you know, I wound up getting thrown out because I'm not going to sit there while this dirtbag is running his mouth, trying to turn this into a political situation, take the serious question and serious concerns, and turn it into, oh, you don't care about autistic children. Because I do care about autistic children. Every dime you waste doesn't go to help them. Spend your money where it's supposed to be spent.
Yeah, and just another issue that in Freeholder Bergen's wrap-up comments, then he took me to task on me talking about Runnels Hospital, and he said, and this is the same, I guess, talking points that they almost practice, but he said, Medicare, reimbursables of Medicare were drastically cut. Yet, did he mention any numbers? No, because he has no idea. All it was a talking point that they can latch onto and try to blame somebody else. But like I mentioned before about Runnels Hospital, the reimbursable rate per bed went from $208 about 4 years ago to $222 per bed. So, Freeholder Bergen, I mean, put that in your head that you have no idea what you're talking about. You should just shut up because you're a novice. Sit there.
You're a dirtbag.
Well,
that's what you are.
You're not really a dirtbag because you know what? I like you. You seem like a nice guy.
Oh,
I want to give you as much hope as possible. But listening to you attack me with idiocy statements like reimbursable rates,
exactly.
How do
Standing
you,
up.
how do you
I'm just
think
being
he got
nice
to
to the
his
guy.
position, being a decent guy? How do you think he got there?
Well,
All right, swing it
Decent
back, swing it
people
back.
up there.
Okay, look, I'm not here to argue with Tina. Tell you what, I'll
yeah,
agree.
go ahead.
I'll
Why
agree
not?
with her. I'll compromise with her.
It's not the Tina show.
Yeah, I
Wanna
know, it's like-
throw me out
but
too?
but you know what, Freeholder Bergen. Okay, you're only half a dirtbag. Okay, so I mean, I compromise with Tina. But there it is. You know, welcome to the board, as Sullivan did that one time when JB2 was saying, you know, don't join in the criminal organization with the rest of them. And that's when Sullivan turned to Freeholder Bergen and said, well, you know, you just got your water wings, or whatever he said, you know. So anyway, so that's it. So Bergen, you know, don't even say anything, because all you look like is a half a dirtbag. So.
Well, not to some people, though. Right after Bergen made a speech, Sullivan had this to say about that.
Oh, yeah.
Apologize for the interruption. Freeholder Sullivan.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My only comment is I really enjoyed Freeholder Bergen's comments. I really did. They were outstanding. A lot of smiles and right on point. So, Freeholder, congratulations. And that's all my comments. Thank you.
Thank you, Freeholder Sullivan.
And at the bottom, below this, you can weigh in. I know you don't know a lot about Bergen, but there's a poll at the bottom. What do you think? Dirtbag, half a dirtbag, not a dirtbag?
An empty dirtbag.
Or fill in your own.
Who is he?
That's
Yeah, who is he?
So we'll finish with that.
Which one is that?